Damn, that was difficult. Alright, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites coming out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon and let the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that they're the true children of Israel. With that being said, I want to say call halal to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Want to give double honor to our apostles/elders who rule well. Let's say taste to you brothers up their teeth and enduring truth and sincerity. Now we could just leave off. You got your sword? Where we left off, because they had an OG that came up and asked us a very important question. If your sausage in where you can back up a bit, but I know that it's coming down and shit. So you keep the sign in the lane, the sign is good, yeah, alright? You know? But there was a brother that asked us, you know, a fellow Israelite, he asked, you know, he once seen one of the Israelites group, most likely a guy that came from Comfy, that he said that he told him that there was Israelites, and he went and researched it himself. And he read, and he found out that we were Israelites, but then his second question was, well, why are we in the position that we are in today, right? So we read every matter of fact, we're gonna get that again for camera sake. You guys turn this way a bit more, since the camera is, I mean, both y'all, I mean, we can rotate.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 54. It says, and after these, Adam also whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen, because Esau and niggas out in society that really don't know about the scriptures like to use that, oh, we all bleed the same blood, we all come from Adam, you know what I'm saying, as though the relationship with the Most High and Adam correlates with everybody on planet Earth. That's not the case, because that means who is wicked and who is righteous at that point. If we all come from Adam, how do you differentiate between the two at that point? If your closing argument is basically, if we all come from him, that makes us all cool, or that makes us all equal. That's not the case, okay?
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
The Lord made the world, this globe, this inherited planet, for our sakes, all right? When the Lord was forming and making, and then there was this, and then and so it was good, right? He made that for our sake. He was thinking of us. I'm saying, before we were who we were, as far as skin color, as far as looks, as far as ways, before we even hit the ground, he said, I'm about to make this planet for people that I love. And I'm going to have other people on this planet to serve the people that I love, because I want them to rule, right? If you got a king, if you're a king and you got a son, you're going to raise your kingdom up right, especially if you're planning on leaving your heritage over to that person. You know what I'm saying? If I plan on leaving my kingdom over to this person, I'm going to rule it right. Not only for myself, but for my predecessor or my successor. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord raised us with that same mentality. Musa is the king and we're the children. So we're the next in line up to rule. So he's before he even started the let's say this king was just a warrior, and he went to fight in the village, and he became the man. Now he the king. He ain't just sitting on the throne saying, I'm just about to eat grapes and enjoy myself. He's basically like, my family ain't gonna have to worry about shit again, right? So this person that's not the Most High is not reaping the benefits of this planet. We are the ones reaping the benefits. So the Most High created this planet for us to rule, you know what I'm saying, for that reason, okay? So all of us coming from Adam don't mean nothing, man. The Lord created us to rule before the foundations of the earth, okay?
Says, as for the other people, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
And you see this mindset that Ezra had, a righteous man. He already knew that the world was made for our sake, right? which tells you it's in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? People are willingly ignorant of the fact that the Lord keeps saying Israel, 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 Israel. All you got to do, and then all of a sudden you hear innumerable multitude or pronoun like they, and you say that's for everybody. That's not how that works. That's not proper logic, right? You can't tear out the dimension of logic to make it work how you want it to work. You got to deal with the consistency of the situation, right? You can't sit there and say, because I want some of your food, I just manipulate it. You got to go with the context. The context is Israel, Israel, Israel. So when you read they, it's talking about Israel, not they as a pronoun. They could be anybody. Like it says, God so loved the world that he gave his only red, blue, green. He ain't say none of that, man. That world is talking about Israel. Because let's read and continue on. You got that? You got it? You want to get something?
I had it.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
It's Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
Yeah, Israel shall be saved. So this is talking about, at this point, because we are seeking salvation, you know, as far as the Lord choosing somebody, he's going to choose somebody he's going to plan on saving. He'll bless. Now we'll say this, the Lord will bless heathen. The Lord bless Esau. You know what I'm saying? Through Israel, man.
You should not be ashamed or confounded, world without end.
Yeah, we're the world. We're that world that God so loved the world, they gave his only begotten son. He says Israel is a world without end. Because we're a innumerable multitude. You're not going to eradicate us, man. You're not going to wipe us out. As Esau tried, he tried genocide on us, but we're still here. And we grew more. The same as when in Egypt. The more they afflicted us, the more we multiplied, man. You know, logically, what you gonna do? What you think you gonna do? You working hard, you doing all that, you gonna go home to your woman, and you gonna take your frustration out on that box, man. You know? Or you gonna look for that love within your woman, man. Okay?
Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Yeah, so that all that keep it the law shall come to light, but those who don't keep it shall die. But it ain't talking about somebody walk up, you ate a sandwich with pork on it, somebody to blow your head off. It's talking about you being non-existent as a nation, man. You know what I'm saying? When somebody say you dead to me, okay? Because what he told Adam, he said you shouldn't. If you eat of his fruit, you shall surely die. You was dead to the Lord. The Lord turns his back on you and non-existent to him. And we all know when you're non-existent to the Lord, now you're relying on carnality, on how strong you are versus how strong someone else is. And we all know there's always somebody badder than you out here, man. You know, such as the Goliaths that was walking around. You know, things like that. And a Goliath versus Adam, that's a whole different species, man. You know, not a species as in. I'm just, you know, it's a whole different ball game is what I meant by that.
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Give not thy honor unto another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
Again, the Lord said, don't give not that honor unto another, and things that are profitable unto thee, unto a strange nation. And what's that? That's our ways. That's our culture. You know, as I was talking to the OG, and that's they always want to invite Esau in. He go to doing a dance. Everybody's going crazy, applauding for him. But Esau don't do that shit for you, man. You know, they don't circle around you when you make You know, Chinese don't sit there and, oh, when you ask make a sushi roll, man. They're not doing all that. When your ass wearing their outfits, they laughing at you. Like, look, he's trying to be like us, man. But our people always, oh, he bad like you. What? Look, Eminem, man. You know, oh, he doing. As soon as you hit a level of what a Jake do, it surpasses whatever Jake did. And that's how our own people react to that, man. Oh, this white boy can rap like he black, and he sell more than every other Jake because he's a fucking a phenomenon. You know, why people don't stick to themselves, man. Look how the world is treating, how the world treated Eminem compared to Lil Nas X. You know. Rapping that country, they banned that shit off the charts. Fuck you. They ain't do that to Eminem, man. He was embraced by our people, man. And Esau owned the Billboard charts. We're talking about our people gravitating toward that, man. You know, you see a Edomite basketball player, an Edomite boxer. Oh, Triple G this, Triple G that. Ooh, he's the best ever. Even Marvin Hagler came out and said, giving the thing that's honorable from him unto another, oh, he's the best middleweight ever. He's even better than me. You know what I'm saying? You just willy-nilly give that title up to a nigga that picked tomato cans. You know? But then Deontay Wilder's there knocking people senseless. And all you can say is, oh, Windmill Wilder and this and that. And that's the same thing you do with the most honorable thing you could do, which is a holy word, man. Oh, the Most High accepts you in. He's dealing with you. You're a part of they. You're a part of that innumerable multitude. You know? Because you think that shit cute, man. But meanwhile, when they thought they was God, your ass was a fucking slave, man. Be serving unto your masters and this and that. That's why if you remain in that mindset, the Lord got the right to destroy your ass, and he will destroy you, because look at how history gave you the evidence. The scriptures say, show mercy to the wicked, yet when they not learn righteousness, man. You know? The scriptures tell you that, so when you got all this time to realize it, you can have a test run. You don't know no better. You never came across the scriptures. You trusted Edomite. He betrays you. You look into history. People trusted him. The natives trusted him. They betrayed him. You trusted in his court system. 40 acres and a mule won the case. They never gave it to you. You know? That should tell you, man. Now when it's your turn to, oh man, give him a chance. Let him live. You know? It shows you that what Paul said. What Paul said, man. What Saul did. Saul wanted to spare the king, man. But the Most High reacted to that. Like, why would you do something like that? I told you wipe all them out, man. I ain't tell you save the one, your favorite one, and the best cattle and all. I ain't tell you to do that. I told you wipe all their ass out, man. Go ahead, brother. And Saul, in this verse, like Ezra was particularly asking, he was being self-aware for his people, man. He won't worry about the whole world. Oh, they got people out here dying. And he said, man, the world was made for our sakes, man. Okay?
Give not thy honor to another, nor things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. O Israel, happy are we for things that are blessed. Happy are we for things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel.
Yep, so that solidifies Israel know how to please the Lord naturally. You know what I'm saying? It's in us to serve him, to pray. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell. You could tell by the way Esau worship and how Jake worship in the churches. Not like on our level, but even on a base level. They churches, they in there for hours. You know what I'm saying? It's preaching, it's singing, it's psalms. You know what I'm saying? It's dinners. You know, the jester, not what they're doing, because their songs are boiled. You know, their food is abominable. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the gesture of them putting all that energy. Esau church be about an hour. Not about an hour, it is an hour. In and out. They sing the song, it's robotic.
They got a drive-through church.
You know?
Edomites created a drive-through church. Like, it's serious drive-through church.
The Pope just stick his hand in some holy water and you drive by and smack the fuck out of you. Everybody pop, pop, and you just put your money in the machine.
You get a blessing.
Get 3 holy waters.
Yeah. Oh, you know, holy water balloons, holy water balloons. Bang! Bang! You know what I'm saying? Bless you. You know?
You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath.
That's exactly the reason. We moved the Most High to wrath. We were sold to the nations, not for our destruction, but because we moved YAHAWASHI to wrath. How did we do that? You go ahead, brother.
You were delivered unto the enemy, for you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High.
That's it. And so why we are wondering why we're in this condition in this present time. Sit back and wonder how you worshiping. If the Lord said we're worshiping, our people are worshiping idols, don't be stiff-necked and sitting there saying, well, this Jesus ain't no idol. It gotta be. White Jesus gotta be an idol at this point if it's not working. You know, like we're in the lower state, and the bulk of our people worship white Jesus. And then when you go into history, you'll see that the apostles were hated. They were outnumbered. The disciples were hated. The prophets were hated. They were outnumbered. Matter of fact, let's get, I was going to do a lesson on it, but we might as well do it now. Get Luke 4 and 24. Luke chapter 4, verse 24. And he said, verily I say unto you, no prophet is accepted in his own country. No prophet is accepted in his own country, man. Right? But who's accepted? There's pastors everywhere. You can't say that. If the scriptures say that in the New Testament, right? If y'all arguing about New Testament, Old Testament, both of them are relevant anyway. But if you sit there and read that no prophet is accepted in his own country, the prophets here are accepted. Who are the ones that are hating and despised? That's us, man. That's us that people nod their head at. And let's get that. Scripture says they nod their head and wag their hands, man. You know, is that Habakkuk or something like that? They hiss. You know? They shake their heads, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Lamentation. It's the book of Lamentation, chapter 2, and verse 15. I'll start from 14. Lamentation, chapter 2, verse 14. Says, thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things with it, and they have not discovered thine iniquity to turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, this is the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth.
So actually, Salakia, that's talking about the heathen looking at us, because to properly break that down, because it's not connected to this, what we're saying, but it's in the same rhetoric. Basically, these prophets in these countries, within our countries, the churches over here, all these churches, these big churches, these mega churches, they sit there and teach you this bullshit, you know what I'm saying, and try to use the scriptures as though it's a divine inspiration of what they're saying. And then when we go out there, people nod their head and saying like, and y'all say that y'all holy people, and then y'all say that y'all got pride, but y'all don't got enough sense. Because a lot of these Edomites, especially Edomites, consider people that are religious low-level people, man. You know? That's what they consider us when they see us. You know? Because the things that you teach, you don't know the book that you're reading. You know what I'm saying? You make it as though the Most High is this magical cloud or whatever. You make the historical events as though that they were just fictional stories. You know what I'm saying? Nothing seems concrete. You know? Now everything ain't concrete with the scriptures, which is why the heathen and others can't cling on to it. But at the end of the day, the bulk of it is, things that happen is very concrete. But since Jake in these churches are just that are generic Christians, because the way they spew this dogma out, a lot of people just sit there and say, man, them niggas, they bogus. They bugged out. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a precept on what you were just talking about. Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 10. Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard and have trodden my portion underfoot. They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness.
Yeah, so they made it dead. They made it dead. You know what I'm saying? Who says if you don't walk in the light, you shall be dead, basically. Non-existent, man. Non-existent to who? YAHAWASHI. Because we're very existent to our women, we're very existent to our children, we're very existent to our job, we're very existent to the police, everything here. So what are we non-existent to? YAHAWASHI. What's the repercussions for being non-existent? He won't help you. You know, especially when we're in a position, right now, we're currently in a position where there's a nation and other nations ruling over us that have carnal capabilities that we will never exceed. No matter how much you unify, you still gonna have to filter through Esau some way. You know? You can't sit there and I want to build my own state. I want to build a neighborhood. I want to build this non-profit organization. You got to go to Esau. And if Esau approves, he's going to approve it. And then after he approves it, he's going to sit there and tell you what you can put in there, what you can't have in there. And then he's going to go in there and walk around and check your facility out. So it's not yours. You're just running it and he owns it. You know? Even if you start your own foundation up, you still got to go through him.
They have made it desolate, and being desolate, it mourneth unto me. The whole land is made desolate because no man layeth it to heart.
Look at that. Look at that. You see what you read that again? They're desolate. What they do?
They have made it desolate, and being desolate, it mourneth unto me.
And being desolate, it mourneth unto me. Our people are not mourning, because the scriptures tell you in Ezekiel 9:4. Set a mark upon them that sigh and cry for on the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. But if you're not sighing and crying, you know, a closed mouth don't get fed. You're not out here mourning. You know, booty shorts is not an example of mourning. Twerking is not an example of mourning. You know what I'm saying? Gang banging. That's not an example of mourning, man. Sure, you're what is it? Not venting, but you're releasing that energy, that all that affliction, you're releasing it. But it's just not in the right manner, man. You know, like the brother was telling a story, like the woman lost her kid, now she wanna give up on the Most High. That's the time that you go to the Most High. That's the time you say, look, it was out of my control, Lord. What happened? Why this happened to me? You know? But people are superficial. They think they should get their way. They think everybody should move how they want them to move. And how, you know, so when something bad happens to me, it was your fault. You know? It's never sitting there like, what did I do to put myself in this situation, man? What did I do to the point that I lost my kid, man? You know?
The whole land is made desolate because no man layeth it to heart.
Yep. The whole land layeth desolate because no man layeth to heart. We are that land. Nobody's considering they're being wicked, man. How do we know this? Because when we tell you you're being wicked, you get mad. You know? But I bet you if you're in the gym, I'd be like, damn, them arms getting swole. Yeah. Because you're in the gym, right? You're doing curls and shit. But if you fat, you know what I'm saying, lifting up pizza rolls, like, damn, look at them arms, look at them guns. You're going to know I'm bullshitting you. You know what I'm saying? So now it's on a negative sense. Jake don't respond well to negativity, man. They always see negative as toxic. You're being toxic. You're being toxic. You know what I'm saying? Now some people are destructive. I hate the word toxic. Some people are destructive, but some people are, you know, because you got to use venom to heal you sometimes. You got to use your ass want to get that fucking flu shot. That shows how hypocritical Jake is, man. Run to the fucking flu shot, but if anything seems close to toxic, you don't want to deal with it. You shouldn't want to deal with the fucking shots that Esau put in you then. You know?
Pork is toxic that you consuming.
That pork is toxic. You know? Being unproductive is toxic. Just want everybody to be a yes man. Yeah, good job. Oh, wonderful. Wondering why we're not growing as a nation, man. Nobody lay it to heart. Now understand, you want peace. You're stressed out. You're being afflicted. Duh. I understand that you want peace, but you can't get it by just chilling. You know?
So Rock 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Yep. As his ways are plain to the holy, so are they stumbling blocks to the wicked. Basically, the wicked is not going to get the flow of things. They're not going to get the feng shui of things.
For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners.
Yep. Get back to what we had.
Book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 56. It says, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten and thy fervent lover.
Yeah, we're the only begotten of YAHAWASHI. What that mean, the only begotten? Does that mean you're the only one born? No. You know what I'm saying? Now, YAHAWASHI is the firstborn spirit of the Most High, but he's the only begotten spirit of the Most High, means he's the chosen. He's not the only born spirit from the Most High, but he's the only begotten. Isaac is considered his only begotten. You know what I'm saying? But who is YAHAWASHI then? Who came in the flesh? Not the spiritual YAHAWASHI, I'm talking about the body. Is he not chosen? So it's talking about, when he says only begotten, it's just talking about chosen. We're the only begotten as a nation. We're the only ones that he's dealing with. Okay? Was it in Hebrews chapter 11 to tell you that Isaac was his only begotten? You know?
It says, are given into their hand. If the world not be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
Yeah, and that was his question, like, if we Israelites, why are we in these current situations? As we're reading in Baruch, it tells you, man, you know, because you're not walking in the light. You're giving what's honorable to another nation. You got that? Go ahead.
Baruch chapter 4 verse 3. Give not thy honor to another, nor things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath. You were delivered into the enemy. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you.
Yeah, you forgot where you came from, man. You know, you got rich, you got out of slavery. You know, all them Negro spirits. As soon as you got free, turn to ratchetness, man. Talking about the other day, city girls, Kevin Gates, publicly, not admitting, but publicly voicing that you're eating booty and shit, man. You know, during the time of slavery, you never hear no fucking booty eating song, man. It's time of mourning, man.
Niggas hurt.
They was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Kumbaya, Kumbaya. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Swing low, sweet chariot. You know? Yeah, what's it? What's it? The songs of mirth, the voices. You know what I'm talking about?
I think it's an emu.
Yeah. Get that real quick. You know? Because a wise man scared smile little, man. You know? And Esau's creating the illusion that everything's okay. Everything's hunky-dory. So you like, cool. So you singing that ratchet shit, man. Do the stanky leg. And, you know, and we out here about to die and shit. We out here dying. You know? Why you lean with it, rock with it. Now, you know, me personally, I listen to the shit. But I'm not all into that, man.